Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to Fallout New Vegas. So continuing the Vault-Tec series, I want to keep the Fallout 3 plot vaults for when I can tackle Fallout 3 and the storyline. So I've got combat AI turned off just to kind of get here, because there's a Deathclaw over there. It's just a young Deathclaw. So it's quite a dangerous part of the world, but we're gonna cheat just to save time. Anyway, so yep, we are at Vault 19. So just to show you on the map where we are, so we've got Goodsprings down here. So we're kind of in the path to the north of Goodsprings, which, as you know, is quite a dangerous place to be. We've got so we're just pretty much due east of Bonnie Springs, which is a little kind of town that when you first visit is taken over by sort of vipers, and then if you kill them and come back, then it's taken over by Cazadors. So there's Cazadors around, there's Deathclaws around, quite a dangerous kind of spot here. And then for more context, you've got Hidden Valley there and Black Mountain. But yeah, Bonnie Springs and then Chance's map up to the north. So Vault 3 is quite nearby, on the kind of South Vegas ruins. So Vault 19 is an interesting one. It did have an experiment. It wasn't a control vault. The experiment was to see what would happen with people that were made to be very paranoid without using any kind of chemicals or anything like that. So it was really kind of putting, you know, kind of doubts in their mind. So the vault was unique in that it had two overseers, and they was split into two groups. There's the red and the blue, and each side had their own overseer, and the contact between the red and blue sides was quite limited. So it's hidden in a sewer grate under the car park above there. And the original vault dwellers are all gone, but the place is occupied, which we'll find out in just a second. Hopefully. Yeah, so the door's closed, and the place is occupied by some of the escaped convicts from the NCRCF, the powder gangers. So they're not hostile right off the bat, but you can see Overseer's office, and there's cameras everywhere. So it's all very kind of set up. So there's quite a lot to find in this vault. So we're going to go and talk to who you are, Philip Lem. So we'll talk to this guy first. So this is Samuel Cook. So he's the one that...
Who the hell are you? I know you weren't one of the inmates.
Nope, I'm not. He is the one that initiated the revolt among the convicts in the NCRCF and kind of created the powder gangers. So that was his doing. So I'm just looking for work.
There's some fire geckos in the lower levels of the vault. We need to get them gone so we can get to the sulfur. You go clear them out for us, and there'll be some caps for you.
Sounds good. What do you want the sulfur for?
Explosives, bombs, big fucking bombs.
Okay.
You gonna help us or not?
Yeah.
Great, get to it. Oh, and take this. There's some weird shit with this vault security, and some doors will only open if you have a key card. Okay.
So he gives us the red sector key card. And that starts the quest, why can't we be friends? And then we can talk to this man, who's Philip Lem.
You're not one of us.
Nope.
What do you want?
I am looking for work.
If you can find a way to cut off access to the sulfur in the caves below the vault, I've got some caps waiting for you.
Okay, why'd you want that?
Cook is planning to use the sulfur to make bigger explosives. Will you check out the caves and see if there's anything you can do? Without access to the sulfur, he'll lose what influence he has left with the men here.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thanks. Take his key card. I tried hacking the locking mechanisms on the doors, but it seems the only way in is with one of these.
Great. So
Later.
it gives us the blue sector key card, which basically means that we can get around the vault easily. Let's have a look at this terminal. Recover data. No. Data corrupted, so yeah, the data's corrupted, but we've got fake medical records. Paranoia must be induced through non-violent and non-chemical means in order for the experiment to be considered a success. Data corrupted. A group of technicians have been assigned to run the reactor. They are currently researching methods to improve the reactor efficiently. I think it's supposed to be efficiency. The reactor floor is fully staffed and completely self-sustained. The only access between the vault proper and the reactor level is through the elevator hidden under the desk in this room. Currently, the password to open this passage is Hyacinth. Please change this password. Data corrupted. Has not been informed of the research being undertaken in the lower levels. So there's hints and tips there of you know, sort of what's going on. But with the corrupted data, it's quite difficult to really get much. So we come in here and there's a bunch of escaped convicts, and also some C4, which will come in handy. So look out for...
Running low on smokes again.
Well, you should stop smoking, it's not good for you. But yeah, these guys are pretty chill, unless you start trouble. But also nothing is really marked as stealing in this vault, so you can loot with impunity and they don't care. But yeah, you can see there's cameras and loudspeakers and stuff everywhere. What's this? Just the bathroom. Okay. Useful stuff in there. And you can see it's old and dirty, but it still seems to be relatively functional. So that's the men's toilets, the ladies' toilets. Yeah, there's intercoms even in the bathroom. Yeah. Okay, yeah, toilets not very exciting. Let's see, clinic. So, toy car, teddy bear, broken terminal, but first aid box makes sense. Nothing from the filing cabinets. A little bit of money. And then the actual like consulting room. So again, lots of medical supplies. Makes sense to find medical supplies in a clinic. I'm over encumbered. That'll help. We've got some more stim packs. Yes, please. Stim pack, steady. Right away. Some other random junk. But yep, so there's a holotape there. There's another holotape under this surgical tray. That's just a gas anesthetic machine. There's a holotape there. There's a holotape there. Today's physician, another holotape. So we've got a few holotapes to look at. Because yeah, computers a bit borked. It's not going to be useful, but I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all the holotapes in this location, so let's take a wee look at those. So, patient 3905698, male, age 27, patient brought in by police. Patient claims to be hearing voices taunting him. Patient claimed that he at one point believed these voices were coming from his grandfather's radio. The patient now believes that the voices are coming from within himself and he is eager for help. Patient 5498465. Male, age 22. Patient came to use claiming to be insane. Patient claimed he would often get the feeling of being outside himself, so dissociating. This feeling was so intense that it would cause the patient to be off balance during episodes. Navigation through the clinic often difficult for him to achieve without causing accidents. So yeah, this guy seems to be disassociating or depersonalising, and actually that was affecting him physically as well. Patient 1648654, female, age 24. Patient came seeking for treatment for panic attacks. Patient claims to often experience moments of extreme terror out of nowhere and that they often wake her from her sleep. I like that panic attacks in inverted commas. That's you know, panic attacks are a real thing. 6585645. Male, age 34. Patient brought in by the police. This is the 9th occurrence of such, and we are now seeking extended residence for the patient within our facility. And then patient 1687865. Male, age 31. Often misinterprets others' actions as hostile. He perceives friendly interactions with nurses as patronising. We've also noticed that the longer other patients remain in contact with this patient, the more readily they are to act aggressively towards him due to his defensive nature, thus reinforcing his perceived hostility. So this is the notes on a bunch of residents of the vault who are all developing various kind of psychological symptoms and things, which is kind of what the experiment was intended to do. So it's not overly surprising. So I can use a key card to get in. So we're in the blue section, as you can see from the blue stripes on the walls. We've just got a bunch of random detritus. Oh, money. Yeah, you can collect jumpsuits from here as well, which is good for Sarah Weintraub, the woman that owns the hotel in Vault 21. She likes to collect vault suits, so you can get quite a few from here. And some sexy sleepwear if you really want that as well. Let's see, I need to clear some space. Let's just get rid of that plasma pistol because I'm not using it. I can get some Vault 19 jumpsuits from here. Oh, hello.
You eyeballing me?
No, I just said hi. Chill. Oh, Programmer's Digest. Activate terminal with a little pillar girl on it. Let's see. Welcome user. A message from the overseer. Greetings residents. We regret to inform you that there is a problem with one of the water purification filters. Of course there is. We assure you that we are working diligently to fix this problem. However, until the filter has been fixed, please try to keep water usage limited and report directly to the clinic if you begin to feel ill in any way. Okay. So, Journal 138. Been reading the bulletin boards for months now. I believe we have a spy among us, one of the Reds pretending to be a Blue. They're using the bulletin boards to communicate. I believe they want me to see it. And then Journal 139. I've noticed one of the lights flickering past the door in the Reds hallway. I believe it to be Morse code. I think he means Morse code. From what I can tell, it's an SOS. So again, a little bit of a hint that this guy's thinking, oh, there's a spy on our side and they're doing something in the bulletin boards to try and communicate with them. And it's all just kind of paranoid ramblings. It's quite a... I don't think there's anything up this end. Not this part of the vault seems to have collapsed somewhat. It's fine, let's see what's in this room. More keycard. Probably don't need that to be honest, but so we've got a desk. officer. And more jumpsuits and other outfits. And toy box. So yeah, if you want toy cars for any reason, this seems to be a good place to go. Right, let's see what's on this terminal. So message from the overseer, I'm assuming that's, yep, the same one. Right, we've got quite a few logs on here. So log 479. I don't trust that doctor. She has bodyguards. What kind of doctor has bodyguards? I've seen the guards bringing her meals. I don't think she ever leaves her office. There's always one posted outside at night too. I wonder what she's hiding. 480. Been working with a friend. He's been trying to hack into the doc's computer and so far we haven't had much luck. 481. It took some convincing, but I finally got him to show me what he found on the doc's computer. He was right, I wouldn't like it. The patient files looked like those from an asylum. The patient names were all in code, but some of them seemed to fit the people around us. But they can't be us. I don't remember being insane. I think I would remember something like that, but it must be true. It explains the doctor's behaviour and the bodyguards. I don't know why. I can't remember. It must be that doctor. Maybe she's drugging us. I need to get into that office. 482. Maybe I am insane. Maybe this isn't happening. Maybe the war never happened. Maybe I'm just trapped in my head. We're really witnessing a real nosedive here. It took some doing, but a few of us got together and managed to distract the people in the clinic long enough for me to get in and do some looking around. I found restraints and enough sedatives to kill a horse. She must be using them to control us, to make us forget we're just pawns in her sick game. And then the final one. We confronted the doctor today. She refused to give us any information and we were thrown out of the clinic, some of us quite literally. We tried talking to the overseer but acted as if he didn't know anything about it. I don't believe him, I don't trust him, and I don't trust any of them. So you can see that this person, the progression of their paranoia through those logs. So we've got another computer and a key card here. Can I want the bobby pins there? Yeah. Some bottle caps and some more outfits. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, just it seems like all the people just kind of up and left. That's empty. More bottle caps and outfits. Cool. Right, let's have a look at this investment. Let's see. So this is a journal from somebody else. So journal entry 209. I couldn't sleep a few nights ago, so I stayed up reading. Around 1:30 in the morning, the vent above my head began to push out more air than usual. It lasted for about 5 minutes, then turned off. I did not think much of it at the time, but I had trouble falling asleep again last night. Once again, around 1:30 AM, the vents turned on for about 5 minutes, then turned off. Then journal 210. Been getting headaches. I think someone is poisoning us. I've been up every night this week, and night after night an extra boost of air comes through the vents. It lasts for about 5 minutes, then turns off. I spoke with one of the neighbours. He said he noticed the same thing in his room as well. We made a report to maintenance officer. He informed us that the system was running perfectly and there was nothing to worry about. I don't believe him. Maybe he's in on it. So again, it's just something simple like, you know, the air vent coming on during the night. Which is probably what this thing is, and she's just like, nope, suspicious, I don't like it. And the elevator takes us to more living quarters on the inside, and mines. You blew yourself up. Yeah, so that's the issue that the guys upstairs are having, is that there's fire geckos. Which makes sense. It could be an explanation for the fire geckos. I'll have to research into that when I get around to doing the geckos on the Science of Foliage series, because if they've been living in caves where there's a lot of sulphur, that could explain their ability to create fire. Would make sense, definitely. So just twice. So yeah, you can see that, you know, part of this deeper level of the vault has definitely collapsed quite a bit, and it's full of fire geckos. Okay, so yeah, another bedroom. And interestingly, yeah, there's a Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle cap on this desk. So if I'm right in thinking, journal entry 194. I think they're in my head. Sometimes I hear thoughts not my own. I think the Reds have done something to the intercom system, rigged it somehow to broadcast into our brains. 206. What does it mean? Why is there a blue star under my bottle cap? Are the Reds behind this? Is this part of their mind control? They must be making me see things now, things that shouldn't be there. The star shouldn't be there. Why do I see a star? It won't go away. No matter how long I close my eyes, it won't go away. I want the star to go away. So clearly people are really, really getting into severe levels of kind of paranoia. You know, that he's freaking out about the star in the bottle cap, which, as we know, is you know, it's part of a pre-war promotion for Sunset Sarsaparilla, that you're supposed to collect all, you know, a bunch of the star bottle caps and you would get a prize if you took them to the bottling plants. So but he was just like, no, this is a conspiracy, this is something, somebody's doing this on purpose to upset us and to unsettle me. Oh, excuse you. Okay, well, you're dead now. That was very strange. Yeah, there's that. Okay, that's good that that door just closed and locked right behind me. This was obviously some kind of common room social area with pool tables. And then the sulphur caves. We'll get to the sulphur caves later. Can I get through there? I can. Okay. There's a bar set up as well, so... So, yeah, this takes us into the red sector, so we'll come back to that. We'll go through here and see what's upstairs. Yeah, this is the kind of... It's just a little, like, smoking room kind of... Okay. Yes, don't lose those key cards. Yep, I knew there was another one here to look at. So yep, yet again, it's just the same sort of stuff. You know, there's outfits, dressers, but there's bottle caps in every single one, so you probably actually come away with a good couple of 100 bottle caps. So, oh, come on. I saw that game making the C4 explosive harmonica. Cool. Right, another terminal. So, message from the overseer. I'm guessing that's just the same about the water. Log entry 56. I saw the Reds overseer walking around on our floor last night. He looked like he was searching for something and he was mumbling to himself. Okay. Number 74. I saw one of the guys in the mess hall pull a bottle cap off a Sunset sarsaparilla and then run to his room. I knew he was hiding something, so I broke into his room when he wasn't there and saw the bottle cap. It had a blue star underneath it. I think he's been marked for something, but I can't figure out what. All I know is I want that bottle cap. So this is obviously related to that previous terminal about the blue star bottle cap, and these guys obviously freaking out about it quite a bit. So yep, definitely quite a bit going on in terms of paranoia. So at this point we've covered the blue side, so we're going to go back to the beginning. And then we're going to go into the red sector. So, red stripes on the wall. Let's see. Functioning terminal here, some dynamite and cigarettes. I should do it.
Running low on smokes again.
There's a big box of them right over there. And but you probably shouldn't smoke cigarettes when you're handling dynamite. That tends to not go well, to be honest. Right, terminal. So, message from the overseer. Okay, so it's the same message about the water. My journal, entry 74. I can hear noises through the intercom sometimes. Dad says he can't hear it, but I can. It's a really high pitch, and sometimes I can hear a voice, but I can't make out the words. Mum says it's my imagination and that I shouldn't talk about it, that it might worry people, but I've talked to some of the other kids. They say they've heard it too. So that's a journal from a kid, and he's hearing things through the intercom, or he thinks he is, and he's spoken to some of the other kids who seem to be able to hear it as well. So I've got more key cards. Dressers in here. Just the usual stuff. And broken mirrors. Sexy sleepwear. Sure. Okay. Nothing of interest there. Right, terminal. So, journal entry 98. I haven't been able to sleep lately. One of the blues, he's always creeping around by the security door, and I think he's trying to get in. So, not a lot to glean from that, but, you know, it's just all really adding up to this, and just how paranoid these people were. So journal entry 65. I've been asking around. There is no reason for those filters to fail. It must have been sabotaged. There's a rumour going around that one of the Reds did it. It wouldn't surprise me. Whenever I walk by a group of them in the cafeteria, they all start whispering. I bet they're plotting out what to do next. So again, he's seeing a group of people talking and is assuming that they're plotting something devious when they probably aren't.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Sure. Right, and then this room, it's going to be more of the same. I see there's a lot to actually kind of find in this vault in terms of, well, jumpsuits. You can get loads of them, and I say you can make away with a decent amount of bottle caps actually, just from looting all the dressers. And because these guys are escaped convicts, there's no issue with taking things, like they haven't kind of marked anything as owned. So another journal, log 45. Some of the blues caused some trouble in the clinic today. I bet they were stealing drugs. I've heard the vents coming on late at night, others have too, and I bet they're using the drugs to poison us, stealing supplies from the clinic and using them to kill us all. Number 46. No, I know the truth. The commotion at the clinic, it was a trick. The doctor must be giving them the drugs and she must be in on it. She never leaves her office. It must be because of the poison being pumped through the vents. Her office must be the only one that is safe. So again, that's somebody else that's kind of blaming the doctor and saying, oh yeah, she must be up to something, and she's kind of doing things. So yeah, don't forget the mines. So annoying. Hang on, why have I still got the itinerary? It must be because I loaded the post-game autosave thingy. Sure, let's drink some Sunset Sarsaparilla. So yeah, a lot of the time when you come down here, I think this leads back to, yeah, where we were. You'll come down here and the fire geckos have kind of blown themselves up because presumably the powder ganger guys left a bunch of mines around to deal with the geckos. More bottle caps. Final terminal here. Journal entry number 86. Voices. I can hear them through the vents. They sound like plotting. They sound like hate. The blues never sit with us. They treat us as if we have a disease. Maybe we do. This whole vault is sick. Okay. So yeah, I say it's you can just see that obviously a lot of people are really deteriorating into an extremely kind of paranoid state in this vault. So now we need to head down into the sulphur caves, which, yep, obviously has fire geckos. Are you stuck? There you go. Hi. Oh, excuse me. He's landed on my head. Huh. Yeah, so the caves do have a bit of a yellow tint. That'll be the sulphur. Elemental sulphur is yellow in colour. Oh, hi. That was okay, lovely. So yeah, we're on the reactor level where you can see things are quite collapsed. This battle rifle is so good. Yeah, there's nothing in here but gecko. That's all blocked off. Utility. Let's go. Ah, tool cabinet. Nope, we don't need plungers. Thanks. Got some desks. And another terminal. Diary entry number 86. The others keep telling me not to worry, but I feel it sometimes. I think there's something in here with us. I can always hear weird noises coming from above my room. Oh, that's a Night Stalker. Okay, there's more places to explore here. Another common room. Oh, Jesus. God damn it, go away. Okay. Oh dear. Well, that was bracing. I didn't even see you. Okay. Oh my gosh, and there's more beasties. There's another Night Stalker. Right. Okay. Oh. Somebody's got a wee dining table smoking area set up out here. Again, when you're in a cave full of flammable things like sulphur, probably not the best idea. Oh, this Night Stalker's kind of stuck in the ground. There we go. Fixed. Oh, bloody hell, there's a lot to this. Right, instead. Wait, did I kill him, or did the Night Stalkers kill that one? I do not know. Why are they all dead? Okay, so I think we've just gone and done a full circle there. Hang on. Let's check what will come up. Yeah, there's a way to get outside here actually. I think if we go back round there and then go right. Let's go. Oh, okay. Right, so that's where we've been already. So we'll go up here. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Oh, level up. Nice. What's going to be useful? Well, this is a character I'm going to take through Old World Blues, so I think having good science will be helpful for that. So yeah, sulphur, microcline rock, so you basically, I think this is where you have to come to blow it up. And this loops back round, so there's a whole network of caves here. And it certainly could explain the fire gecko's ability to, you know, breathe fire. Because they don't, I don't think I've been that way because there's a fire gecko wandering about. Because yeah, if they're eating like sulphur and stuff, that, you know, sulphur is something that forms part of, you know, explosives and things, when combined with other stuff. So it would make sense that maybe the fire geckos can make use of that. Okay. Get back into the big open area of the cave. 75. Got it. Nice. So yeah, this is like a secret elevator that takes us up to the overseer's office. So door hack and here is 0. Okay. Approved. Trenched, okay. Good, good, good. Right, disengage the lock. Hello. That says we've technically completed the quest from Samuel Cook's point of view, because he just wanted all the fire geckos and things eliminated, which we've done. We've killed all the fire geckos and the night stalkers in the caves. Or you can do it this guy's way, where you blow up the caves so that basically so that Samuel Cook can't get access to the sulfur to make more explosives. But I actually don't know if I've got a detonator for the C4 that I've found. That's the clinic. I think this just goes round in a big circle.
Never gets old when something blows up.
Sure. And then the cafeteria here. Yeah. So Vault 19, by the time these guys kind of move in, the place has been totally abandoned. So we don't really know what happened to the dwellers of Vault 19, whether maybe some of them left the vault and settled somewhere else, you know, whether the paranoia got so great that they killed each other, which isn't unusual in the vaults, but we don't really see any sign of any, you know, skeletons or anything in the vault to suggest that anything like that went down. I mean, there was one room we were in where there was some blood smeared across the floor and stuff, so, you know, because one thing about paranoia is that it absolutely can lead to violence, and that was mentioned in one of the patient logs, I think. Yeah, this guy, because he basically assumes that everything that people say or do is hostile, and he acts quite aggressive, and brought in by the police. They didn't say why it was the police, but presumably you know, it could be because he assaulted someone, or he, you know, he kind of attacked someone, that kind of thing. So clearly the means that you know, of inducing this kind of level of paranoia in people, it clearly worked, because all the kind of journal entries that we've seen just show increasing levels of kind of paranoia and fear, and, you know, them coming up with conspiracy theories and just, I don't trust anybody, I don't trust the overseer, I don't trust the doctor, I don't trust the Reds, I don't trust the Blues, all of that. So it certainly was effective. Again, you know, the question is what were Vault-Tec hoping to, you know, achieve with this? Was this something that they wanted to use to manipulate people? Was this something that they wanted to just see what might happen and how to handle it should you know, something like that happen in one of their, you know, good vaults or whatever? It's yeah, interesting. We can't get a lot more details about, you know, the overseer's instructions or anything, because the Blue Overseer's office, the computer's corrupted and this one's broken, but, you know, clearly it was quite effective in the goal of inducing paranoia without the use of, you know, chemical means and things, because we do know that you know, certain drugs can increase the sense of paranoia and things like that, and that can induce you know, kind of schizophrenia and things in people, and it's something that, you know, should be taken quite seriously, because people, you know, they can be a danger to themselves and they can be a danger to other people without appropriate treatment, whereas this obviously was just intended to, you know, see what happens, and yeah, ultimately we don't know what happened to the people that were living in this vault, whether they left. Maybe some of them have settled and they've maybe got better, being out of the vault environment and you know, living in the wasteland. That seems the most likely, because there's not really a lot of evidence of people dying unless they went into the caves and exited that way, or they get eaten by the geckos or the Night Stalkers or something. But we don't really know. When these guys came, the place was already empty, so they've obviously just found this vault and been like, yeah, this is perfect, this is a great place for us to stay, because it's secure, because it's, you know, it's underground, and then they've discovered that they've got access to the sulfur for explosives. But yeah, let's have a chat. Hello.
Have you wiped out those geckos yet?
I have, yes.
Good. Hey, I got another job for you if you're interested.
Okay.
I want you to head to Red Rock Canyon north of here. Find Papa Khan and ask him if he'd allow the Powder Gangers to join up.
Okay, why do you want to join the Great Khans?
There aren't enough of us here to make a real impact on the NCR, and the Khans probably hate the NCR more than we do. Strength in numbers, they say. So will you talk to Papa Khan on our behalf?
Sure.
Great. Come back as soon as you can.
Okay, but gone away. Right, can
Anything from Papa Khan?
I want to ask some questions.
What do you want to know?
So, do you know anything about the vault?
Some of the computers still work, but the only files are diaries and garbage. Typical vault.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
What's going on here?
That coward Lim has been talking about surrendering to the NCR. Now the men are confused, not sure who's leading this gang. Fucking idiots. He was an inmate like the rest of us. He was useful during the jailbreak, but now he's just another coward. He wants us to leave the vault and hand our asses to the NCR, as if they treat us like human beings.
Okay.
What do you want to know? It's a fucking death trap around here. Fiends swarm all over Vault 3 in the east, and there are fucking death claws south of that at Quarry Junction. If you're looking for humans, the Khans are north of us. Then there's an NCR base at McCarran, past Vault 3. Supposedly, there are muties to the southeast.
Okay. Right.
See you around.
So yeah, so he wants us to go and speak to Papa Khan and ask if the Powder Gangers can join the Great Khans. So that's certainly an option. The other option is that if you do what... Oh, well, apparently we can't do that now. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, so the other option is to go to him and Philip Lim, and he basically wants to sort of surrender to the NCR. So you could do that, or you can, I think you can talk him around to doing the same thing and going to the Great Khans. You can talk him around. So it's up to you really, but yeah, it seems that once you pick a side, you can't get back into the other overseer's office, because we need a key. So yeah, so yeah, because it's interesting, because obviously we've got the Vault experiment where we've got the two sides that are kind of paranoid and you know, not sure about each other, and they've got different kind of viewpoints and things, and then, you know, these guys come in and basically end up doing the same kind of thing. So it's yeah, really interesting. But again, it's just one of these experiments. You think, what is the point of this? What do Vault-Tec think they're going to achieve with this? But yeah, let's just see. Can we even go? Yeah, I suppose technically the Great Khans haven't left yet. But
You should have been with us in our glory days. You'd have loved it.
I'm sure. Why does this always happen? They're gonna get mad at me if I open this door. Would you stop looking at me, please? Go away.
What? Hey.
Hi,
We'll
wake up.
return. Stronger than... It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
Thank you. I've come with an offer of an alliance from the Powder Gangers at Vault 19.
And what benefit would this alliance give us?
Explosives. Lots of bombs.
Well now, the armory could always use more firepower. Very well. Tell the Powder Gangers we accept their offer. However, they would still have to pass the initiation rite to truly join our ranks.
Okay, who are you?
Farewell.
We know who this guy is. Right, okay, bye.
Papa says cut off the head.
Yeah, the Germans definitely... That's fine. Right, we'll go back and speak to Samuel Cook.
Anything from Papa Khan?
Yep, you can join them, but you have to pass their initiation.
I'd rather not, but fair enough. We'll do it.
Look, it's just the way the cans work, okay? You're just gonna have to deal with it. Because what alternative do you have? And yeah, I guess we can go back in now. Okay, I think we know what happened to Philip. Oh dear, oh well. It's a shame. But I want to go back to the cave because I know there's a way out. And I'm curious to see where it goes. So yes, that's why the door to where Philip Lem was locked down. Oh yeah, we've got this ladder here to the Mojave Wasteland. Keep the old gun handy. So yeah, this must be like an external. I believe this vault is located where there's a mine, a diamond mine or something, in the real world. So you can get into the vault through that rather than through the sewer grate. And it's right near the Whittaker homestead. Is over there. And then, yeah, the South Vegas ruins up there. Okay, so that is really everything that there is to talk about in Vault 9 to 19. There's an interesting quest which kind of correlates quite nicely with the Vault experiment in Vault 19, where the vault was basically split into two different groups with their own overseers and sort of pitted against each other in an effort to basically make these people really paranoid without resorting to using chemical means, that kind of thing. And then you've got the Powder Gangers have come in. The vault's been abandoned for a long time, and the Powder Gangers come in and take over and they end up doing the same thing and splitting into two factions who are getting a bit paranoid about each other. And as we saw, when you pick a side, well, you pick Samuel Cook's side, that Philip Lem seemed to have ended up as a pile of guts on the floor and some blood, so something obviously happened to him. But yeah, it's an interesting one, and again it's one of these like that obviously Vault-Tec are just wanting to try all kinds of different things just to see what might happen and how people would react to these kind of specific situations. It's also an interesting kind of vault location, because this is obviously like a little you know, booth for parking management or something, and we've also got this parking lot, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because if you park here and then everybody else parks there, how are you getting your car out? But you know, it's not the you know, this isn't the first time that's happened, because Vault 112 was kind of hidden in a similar thing at Smith Casey's garage, and it's just like a little parking lot and a little kind of shed, and then you get in through a sewer grate. But that was Vault 19, the Reds versus the Blues, and the side quest that you can do for the Powder Gangers. And I believe even if you have you know, not great reputation with the Powder Gangers in general, I think you can still do this quest, because they are escaped convicts, so they're kind of in a separate faction, but not really a separate faction, similar to the escaped convicts you see in Prim, who are also technically Powder Gangers, but they're called escaped convicts and they're always hostile, so it's you know, they're kind of in their own factions, but they are linked to the NCRCF and things. And yeah, quite an interesting side quest. And like I say, you have again a couple of options for how you want to handle it. Basically, you have these two opposing sides and you have to choose a side and choose who you're going to work with. So that's Vault 19. It's quite an interesting one. Certainly not the wildest or the darkest in this game by any means. You know, we'll get into Vault 22, we'll get into Vault 11, we'll cover Vault 3 as well, and Vault 34, so some of these vaults have quite a lot going on, and there's quite a lot to say. We talked a bit about it before with the boomers who come from Vault 34, but there's more happens in Vault 34 than just the boomers leaving. It's pretty wild, so that'll be an interesting one to get into. But that's me for now from Vault 19. Hopefully you find this interesting. Any thoughts or questions, drop them in the comments. I do love to hear theories on things, and certainly when I get to the kind of reptile side of my Creatures of Fallout, Science of Fallout series, I think it's interesting to see if possibly the presence of like sulphur and things might be what creates the fire geckos. The fact that you've got these lizards that can breathe fire, I wonder if that's a factor. That would certainly be an interesting thing, so I'll have to look into that a wee bit more. But we'll see. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and if there is a specific vault that you want to see next, let me know, and I'll see what I can do, and I'll see you next time. Bye.